Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss some of the superfluous expressions in English language. People often tend to make these kind of mistakes when speaking or writing. They use two words in combination, but one of them is actually not required. If it is used, it is superfluous. So what do I mean by the way by superfluous? Superfluous is extra. Superfluous is unnecessary, not required. So something which is unnecessary, something which is extra is called superfluous. And here in these expressions, one of the words or one of the phrases is extra, it is not required, and hence these expressions are superfluous, which is incorrect. So let's take an example sentence. For example, suppose if I did not make this video, how would you get to know about these superfluous expressions? So what was the sentence? In the sentence I said, suppose if I did not make this video. So suppose if. This is our first superfluous expression for the day. Suppose if. So this is incorrect. Both these words should not be used in combination because both these words mean the same thing. So either you say suppose or you say if, but you don't say both of them together. So my correct sentence would be, if I did not make this video, how would you get to know about these superfluous expressions? Or I can also start the sentence with suppose. Suppose I did not make this video, how would you get to know about these superfluous expressions? That is the correct way of speaking. So suppose if he doesn't come, what will we do? Suppose if he doesn't come, again incorrect. Suppose he doesn't come, or if he doesn't come, what will we do? That is how you are supposed to speak this sentence. So suppose if is supposed to be a big blunder. What? A big blunder. The big blunder here is our next superfluous expression. It is also incorrect. Because blunder is something that is supposed to be huge in itself. It is already very big. So you don't need to add any kind of adjective to indicate towards its intensity. So I cannot use big, and I can also not use anything like small or light, anything like that. So we cannot say that it was a small blunder, and we can also not say that it was a big blunder because blunder is already very huge. So saying big blunder is a blunder. It's a mistake. So you can say that it was a big mistake. So a big mistake is okay. So it was a very big mistake. Okay, that's also okay. But to say that it was a big blunder, it is incorrect. Big blunder is nothing. The next expression is cousin, brother, or sister. So this is very frequent. We Indians tend to talk like this, and this is very frequent. Like we tend to say he is my cousin brother or she is my cousin sister. But this use of brother or sister is not required when you say cousin. So cousin in itself is sufficient. Using brother and sister after this word is not required. So you simply say that he is my cousin, she is my cousin. No need to add brother or sister after that. When will you return back my money? So return back. When will you return back my money? Again, this is incorrect. It is superfluous. There is no need to say back after return. So you simply say that when will you return my money? Or I'll return on Monday. Not that I'll return back on Monday. And then he returned back. Again, not required. So don't say back after return. So I will return on Monday. And when will you return my money? That is how you speak. Could you please repeat again? No, I can't. Because I can only repeat. So repeat again. This word again is not required here. We don't need to use this again here. Because repeat in itself is sufficient to indicate towards the desired meaning. Could you please repeat? Yeah, I can repeat 100 times. But I cannot repeat again. So don't use again after repeat. Suddenly came across. Suddenly came across. So I've written this in the past form, came across. The expression is suddenly come across something. So when we suddenly come across something, uh, I mean, we cannot suddenly come across anything because we just come across something. And come across in itself is sufficient to express the meaning. This use of suddenly is superfluous before this expression come across or came across in past. So I came across him on the street at 9 a.m. in the morning. When? At 9 a.m. in the morning. So here we get our next expression, which is superfluous. When you say that I came across him or someone at 9 a.m. in the morning. Here again, this expression is incorrect because this part in the morning is not required here. Because this am itself is indicative that this phenomena happened in the morning. Am, anteperidium. So I came across him on the street at 9 a.m. yesterday. Don't say in the morning after am. Don't say in the evening after pm. So there's no need to add these time indicating words like morning and evening after am and pm, but which is very frequent error. While speaking and even in writing, people tend to make these kind of errors. By the way, for whom these things are important, so if you are someone who is trying to speak correct English, knowing these things could be helpful for you. Or if you are someone preparing for any kind of competitive exams, these are the kind of things which are very frequently asked in your exams. So they give you a sentence and the sentence is somehow incorrect and you are supposed to read the sentence and identify the problem with it. So these are the kinds of problem that they dope the sentence with. They will write a sentence and they will dope the sentence with some of these kinds of errors. So if you are a competitive, if you are a student who is preparing for competitive exams, this is important for you. And if you are someone who is interested in learning correct language, correct English, then again, this is important for you. The next expression is comparatively better. Comparatively better, comparatively smarter, comparatively hotter, anyway. So any comparative degree after comparatively would be incorrect because comparatively, this word in itself is indicated that you are making a comparison between two things. So using a comparative degree after this word comparatively is superfluous. So you either say comparatively or you say a word in its comparative degree. So he is better than you is correct. But when you say that he is comparatively better than you, that is superfluous. That is not required. So, or you can simply say comparatively good. After comparatively, you can use the positive degree. So the second part was comparatively good. Now the sentence is correct. The other movie was comparatively good. This expression is okay. Nothing is wrong with this. But he is comparatively better. He is comparatively faster than you. Incorrect. The correct way to say this is he is faster than you. That's it. So don't say this. And recede back. Recede back or recede again. So recede is like something goes back to its original state. Like something grows up for a while and then it goes down after that. So it recedes, but it doesn't recede back. So there is no need to say back after recede. So the water in the river receded after the flood, or it did not recede soon after the flood. So no need to add back after recede. And the next expression, which is very common error, most of the people tend to make this mistake. They make mutual agreement. Now, this is a very common error made by even the most advanced learners. So, agreements are always mutual. So, you don't need to say mutual before agreement. So, even after the hours of deliberation, even after the long hours of deliberation or discussion, they were unable to reach at any mutual agreement. So mutual is not required here. They were unable to reach at any agreement. So mutual is superfluous, not required before this expression. So these are the some of the very common superfluous expressions that we discussed here. In future, I'm planning to come up with an extended version of this where I'll be discussing around, hundreds of the superfluous expressions. But those kind of videos, if I ever come with those kind of videos, they'll be more kind of important for the students who are preparing for competitive exams. For those of you who are only interested in knowing the general English, this should be something that could help you. And I came up with very common superfluous expressions here. So I'll wind up this session now. Thank you very much.